In the heart of the American Midwest, nestled within the sprawling plains of Kansas, the Clutter family lived a life emblematic of the American dream. Herbert Clutter, a man revered in his community for his integrity and work ethic, tended to his farm in Holcomb with the help of his wife, Bonnie, and their children. Their home was a symbol of their success and a beacon of stability and love for their two youngest, Nancy, a high school student known for her kindness and spirit, and Kenyon, a bright boy with a keen interest in building and crafting. This idyllic existence was shattered in the early hours of November 15, 1959, when Richard Dick Hickok and Perry Smith, driven by a hearsay of hidden wealth, embarked on a journey fueled by greed and desperation. Arriving at the Clutter home, they expected to find a safe brimming with cash. Instead, they found a family asleep, unaware of the nightmare that was about to unfold. As the sun rose on that fateful morning, the community of Holcomb would wake to a horror that would forever scar its collective memory. The Clutters were found bound and brutally murdered, each victim bearing the marks of an inexplicable cruelty. Herbert, Bonnie, Nancy, and Kenyon's lives were cut short, not for riches, but for a mere $50 and a transistor radio, leaving behind a gaping void in the heart of their community and a mystery that would captivate the nation. The relentless pursuit of justice by Kansas Bureau of Investigation Detective Alvin Dewey painted a portrait of determination amidst despair. Dewey, haunted by the images of the crime scene, led a meticulous investigation that spanned states, following the scant clues left by Hickok and Smith. The breakthrough came from an unexpected tip, leading to their arrest in Las Vegas, a moment of cold satisfaction in the face of overwhelming loss. The trial of Hickok and Smith was a spectacle of grief and moral inquiry, culminating in their execution in 1965. But the story of the Clutter family murders transcended the facts of the crime itself, touching the core of human empathy and curiosity through Truman Capote's In Cold Blood. Capote's narrative brought to life the depth of the tragedy, exploring the backgrounds and psyches of both the victims and the perpetrators, challenging society's perceptions of crime, punishment, and redemption. The legacy of the Clutter family and the story of their untimely deaths linger as a somber reminder of the fragility of life and the shadows that lurk behind the facade of normalcy. Their story, woven into the fabric of American history through Capote's pen, serves as a testament to the impact of violence on a community and the enduring quest for understanding in the face of senseless brutality. The Clutter family murders, while a tale of loss and horror, also underscore the human capacity for resilience, the pursuit of justice, and the indelible mark left by those who are taken too soon. On October night in 2009, the quaint town of Mount Vernon, New Hampshire, became the backdrop for a tragedy that would etch its mark deep into the hearts of its residents. The peacefulness of this small community was shattered by a violent act that seemed unimaginable in such a serene setting. The home invasion that occurred wasn't just a crime, it was a profound betrayal of the sense of security that small towns often embody. This incident, which took the life of Kimberly Cates and inflicted grave injuries upon her young daughter Jamie, is a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the depth of human resilience. Under the shadow of night, 4 young men, Stephen Spader, Christopher Gribble, William Marks, and Quinn Glover, set forth with a sinister plan. Their mission was rooted in violence, their target chosen at random: the Cates home, where Kimberly and her daughter Jamie lay sleeping, unaware of the horror that was about to unfold, became the scene of this heart-wrenching saga. As the intruders broke into the sanctuary of their home, the quiet of the night was replaced with unimaginable terror. Armed with cold steel, they attacked, leaving Kimberly with fatal wounds and her daughter Jamie fighting for her life. The brutality of their actions was beyond comprehension, a senseless act of violence that would leave a permanent scar on the community. Yet, amid this darkness, a glimmer of hope emerged. Jamie, despite the severity of her injuries, displayed an incredible will to survive. Her courage to call for help in the aftermath of the attack was a testament to her strength, a beacon of resilience that would play a pivotal role in bringing her assailants to justice. The subsequent trials and convictions of Spader, Gribble, Marks, and Glover offered a measure of closure, though the scars of that night remain. The sentences handed down, life without parole for Spader and Gribble, with Marks and Glover also receiving significant prison time, reflected the gravity of their crimes but could not undo the damage inflicted. In the wake of the tragedy, the Mount Vernon community came together in an extraordinary display of compassion and unity. The support for the Cates family and the admiration for Jamie's bravery served as a reminder of the strength found in togetherness. This collective response helped sow the seeds of healing, showing that even in the darkest moments, light can be found. The Mount Vernon home invasion is more than a story of crime and punishment. It's a narrative about the human spirit's capacity to endure, to find strength in vulnerability, and to rally in support of those who have suffered. It underscores the unpredictable nature of violence and the profound impact it has on individuals and communities alike. The memory of Kimberly Cates, the resilience of Jamie, and the unity of Mount Vernon are enduring legacies of this tragedy, echoing the message that in the face of evil, hope and solidarity can prevail. On a quiet night in Cheshire, Connecticut, a community was shattered by an act of unspeakable violence that would forever mark July 23, 2007, as one of the darkest moments in its history. The Petit family, emblematic of the love, ambition, and spirit of the town, became the victims of a heinous crime that spoke to the very depths of human depravity, yet also illuminated the remarkable strength of the human spirit to overcome tragedy. Dr. William Petit, a man known for his compassion and dedication as an endocrinologist, fell victim first to the brutality of Stephen Hayes and Joshua Komisarjewski, who broke into his home under the veil of night. The serene quiet of the Petit household was violently disrupted. Dr. Petit was beaten, his consciousness slipping away as he was left bound in the basement, the safety of his family upstairs hanging in the balance. The focus of the intruders turned to Jennifer Hawk Petit, a nurse whose life was dedicated to caring for others, and her two daughters, Haley and Michaela. Haley, 17, was a shining example of youth poised on the cusp of adulthood, her dreams of Dartmouth College reflecting her bright future. Michaela, at 11, shared her passion for cooking, a simple joy that brought warmth and love into their home. The family, bound and helpless, faced hours of torment that defied understanding. In a desperate bid for help, Jennifer was taken to a local bank, a moment where the facade of normalcy was pierced by her whispered plea for help to a teller, a chilling forewarning of a horror that was to unfold. Despite her courage, the return home marked the beginning of a tragic end. The unimaginable occurred. Jennifer was assaulted and strangled, the very essence of her being extinguished. The family home, once a place of love and laughter, was set ablaze, a final act of cruelty that claimed the lives of Haley and Michaela through smoke inhalation. In a testament to the human will to survive, Dr. Petit, despite his injuries, managed to escape, a sliver of hope in a night filled with despair. Yet, despite his desperate efforts, he was unable to save his family. The arrival of help was met with the harrowing sight of the Petit home engulfed in flames, a beacon of the tragedy that had occurred. The aftermath of the crime saw the swift arrest of Hayes and Komisarjewski, their capture bringing a cold end to the night's terror. Their trial drew national attention, a community and country grappling with the horror of what had occurred, seeking justice for the Petit family. Both men were convicted, their sentences a reflection of the gravity of their actions, yet no punishment could undo the pain and loss inflicted. In the wake of overwhelming grief, Dr. Petit's response was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. He channeled his profound loss into a force for change, advocating for victims' rights and criminal justice reform. The founding of the Petit Family Foundation became a beacon of hope and healing, honoring the memory of Jennifer, Haley, and Michaela by supporting causes dear to their hearts. Through education, support for those affected by chronic illnesses, and the protection of victims of violence, the legacy of the Petit family continues to inspire and make a difference. The Cheshire Home invasion murders serve as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the power of love and resilience in the face of unimaginable tragedy. The legacy of the Petit family, their love, their loss, and their enduring spirit, lives on, a reminder that even in our darkest moments, we can find the strength to make a difference, to honor those we love by how we live and the causes we champion.